3, 1.
Hi, I'm Brandon.
Click the go out button.
It's loading.
It's loading. Let it load. Leave it alone. Okay. We are live on YouTube.
It's live right now.
It says waiting.
You're live on YouTube.
Hi, I'm Brandon.
Hi, I'm Wilson, and
And
we're
we're
students
students
of
at
Betty
Shabazz
Shabazz
International
International Charter
Charter
School. Today we'll be talking about Betty Shabazz football and sports and Chicago sports.
And if you want to join this conversation, call in at 563-999-3035. All right, Wilson. How do you feel about the game we played last weekend?
I feel like it was kind of they. I'm not gonna say they suck, but they need more practice.
Yeah, we do, because at the first game we did win, but we can always improve, you know. And the other game that we lost, I feel like it shouldn't have counted because the people they didn't show up, so we just took their place, and I feel like we shouldn't even have put that as a count to our games because it wasn't really important. How do you feel?
I feel like we shouldn't have took the game. We should have just let them go home.
Yeah,
Like that.
yeah, but I understand because they wanted to play a game. Like I would feel kind of mad if I came 2 hours to a game and I couldn't even play and I just had to go 2 hours back home. I would feel kind of messed up too.
For real, Brad. Let's talk about how the Bears just lost.
That's what I'm saying. Like against the Packers too, and on the TV show Hard Knocks, we should have won.
We should have took that home.
Mm-hmm. Especially in the last quarter, man. I was at the edge of my seat.
So what you think you should prove yourself besides the flag football and stuff?
Yeah, I feel like the whole team we've been doing really good at practice. So I feel like this game that's coming up this weekend, we gonna kill it.
I feel the same about it too. So how would y'all be able to progress from our loss last Saturday? I think was it last Saturday?
Yeah, all that happened was we just wasn't as coordinated as we could have been, cause everybody was like, you know,
everywhere.
Yeah, everybody was everywhere. We wasn't. We was offsides. It was just crazy.
So you guys feel you could have done better.
Yeah, we definitely could have done better.
They could have let me pass because I have long arms. They say I was flag guarding.
Yeah, I feel like the referees was kind of cheating us because they was just giving us like weird calls. They kept throwing flags at us, and the other team they were doing the same thing.
But
how do you guys feel for the people that did not get in the game or for the game?
I feel like if you mess up, I get that. Like when you out the game and you don't know and you just like, because some people didn't even do anything wrong, just didn't get in the game. Like
some kids didn't even get in the game at all.
Last question: how have you guys practicing been?
Our practice actually been good, and our practices are actually a lot of fun.
We've been doing a lot of lab stuff like that. We've been trying to better ourselves, have more energy for the game. This coming up.
And
if you want to join, you can call. If you want to join our conversation, you can call at 563-999-3035.
And press 1 if you want to speak to us.
So, how do you feel about getting better at football and going around and starting to play football with other people?
Because usually when we're in practice, you know, we always play scrimmages, and it was very exciting for the first time to play against another team.
And we have a caller.
Oh, we have a caller?
Yes.
All right, if you want to speak to us,
Call.
State your name and
and where you're from.
Hello.
Hello, who are you and where are you calling from? Hello, who are you and where are you calling from?
Hello?
You said what's my name?
Yeah.
Yes.
This is this Carrie, and I'll call her from Chicago because I go to the school that I go to. I just wanted to say that from that statement from the Bears and the Packers game. See, y'all gotta understand the Packers was gonna win either way, but
How would you know that? How would you know that they didn't practice?
well, so
How did you know they didn't practice? So they will win. The Bears will win.
because simply that the Packers is better than the Bears. Come on,
That's kind of messed up.
but
That's kind of messed up. So you saying you prefer the Packers over the Bears over your hometown?
Are you a traitor to your community, Carrie? Is that what you're saying?
come on.
And that is it for our caller. Thank you for calling and
Thank you for calling and joining the Higher Learning Network.
Listen,
Do you have anything you else to say?
It's gone.
okay, back to your sports. What do you guys think you can do to improve yourself in your last games?
I feel like we just been practicing, so I feel like we got this game in the bag. Our quarterback has been training, and he's been doing really good. So the team leader, if he's doing good, we should be doing good.
And what do you have? And what are your words for your quarterback and your wide receivers?
Y'all been practicing very, 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 very hard. So we can win our next game.
And we have a caller.
Press 1 to speak.
Who are you? Hello, who are you and where are you calling from?
Hello?
Hello, who are you and where are you calling from?
Hello?
hello?
Yes, who is this?
Yeah.
Who is this? Who is this and where are you calling from?
Who is this and where are you calling from?
What you mean?
Can you
Like,
state
please
your
speak-
name and say where you're calling from?
What you mean? Where I'm coming from?
City.
What city are you in?
Would you state your
what
name?
City and state your name.
What city are you in and state your name, please? Hello, who are you? Okay.
And what do you guys think you can do to improve yourselves for your football team?
Sorry, guys. That was a bad call. I think it was a spammer. But anyways, back to the conversation.
I feel like I should bring the ball up more to myself. So, like, cause I have long arms, so they're gonna say I was flag guarding. Cause if they didn't say I was flag guarding, we would probably won our second game. And
Yeah, I feel like the other team, they were making the same mistakes that we were. Because I think the Leo referees, they were cheating for the other team because they were the same team.
they come from the same community, same environment.
And what do you guys think about your school volleyball team?
Well, recently I haven't seen the volleyball team, but last year I was the manager of the volleyball team, and they were doing very spectacular. There were some games that they lost, but the games they did win, it was very spectacular.
And what do you guys have to say about further, like, what do you guys have to say about further teams in your community, like football and basketball and things of that nature?
So in Chicago, we have a team, the Chicago Bulls. They are very good. Like, they have some good players like
LeBron James. I mean, Michael Jordan.
DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine, he's a very good player. You know, he has a lot of promos, and you can see his billboards all around the city. So they must be doing good.
And what are you guys' motivation for flag football?
My motivation is Since I was little, I always loved playing football. So when I heard my school had a team, I knew I had to try out.
Wilson.
I feel like since I was a little one, like I've been all my family played football and basketball and sports like that, so like it kind of attracted me, and I was already good at football because in my old school we played a lot of that.
And we have a caller. What is your name?
State your name and where are you
Where you
coming
come
from.
from?
Hi.
State your name,
My name
please.
is
And where you're calling from?
my name is Harmony, and I'm calling from Chicago.
Okay, now what are your interests for our host?
How do you feel about the sports?
Have I ever played a sport?
How do you feel about the sports?
I play a sport, which is volleyball, and I called in to talk about how you guys just said that about the volleyball team on your school, and I just wanted to say that I have been to the last year couple of games, and they did a lot of fun, and it was a lot of fun to watch. And like they had where there was one game where there was only 6 people in a game, which means you couldn't switch nobody else. And they did lose that game, but they did a lot of like things that were like almost impossible to like catch. But even though they lost, they still like learned stuff from that game.
Yeah, I remember the finals when there was a team. I forgot their name, but there was a team, and they were the coach on the team. She was somebody's grandmother on the team, so the referee did cheat for them. They were giving us the team false calls, saying they were doing things that they weren't doing, and the other team did the same thing, and the coaches and the referee was lying for them. And I feel like everyone should have a good, fair game, and no matter who you are, you shouldn't cheat for the other team.
Yeah, I also remember that game. That game, I'm pretty sure after the game was over, like everybody was pretty mad because it was the finals game, but they still won second place medal.
And Harmony, the director has a question for you. How do you feel about the volleyball team expanding to their fullest?
How do you feel about the volleyball
team expanding to their fullest?
I think, I don't really know because this year I know that most of the players on the team were 8th graders last year, which means they graduated already from this year, which means they had to get more people. And from what I've seen so far, from like their practices and stuff,
All right.
So
Thank you for calling in, Miss Harmony.
and overhand. So
And thank you for
they're doing
calling
good in
the
that
Betty
practice.
Shabazz podcast. Thank you for calling.
Oh.
And we have our next caller.
Hello, state your name and where you're calling from. Hello?
60 seconds. Hello?
Hello? Yes,
Hello,
yes.
state your name and where you're calling from.
and where are you coming from?
And where are you calling from?
I am Maria calling from Chicago.
And hi, Mama Roya. How do you feel about the sports teams at Betty Shabazz?
Excuse me?
You're breaking up, so we're gonna have to end the call.
And this is our last caller for today's episode. This is our last for today's episode.
Okay, state your name and where are you coming from? Calling from.
10 seconds.
Okay.
Well, Thank you. Hi, I'm Brandon.
And hi, I'm Wilson.
And
And we're watching the Betty Shabazz International
Podcast
Training. Learn
Training
Higher Learning Network.
on the Higher Learning Network.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching.
We had so
Thank you for
many
using
callers.
Blog Talk Radio.
We had callers after callers after callers.
It's that.
Look, we had another call. We had some more callers. Our podcast was amazing.
My mom called in, but she was the one who was breaking up. Where's my phone?